33. Okay, sorry.
I prove to you,
Oh, he said, the Lord came from Sinai and he appeared to them from Seir. He shone on them from Mount Paran and came with 10,000 holy ones, that referring to angels, with lightning from his right hand for them. So, okay, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Are you saying that this is in reference to Muhammad?
Yeah, because there was a historic event that took place, yeah.
Okay, let's read the verse. Again, I'm going to read it. He said, the Lord came from Sinai and appeared to them from Seir. He shone on them from Mount Paran and came with 10,000 holy ones, with lightning from his right hand for them. So this is in the time of Moses, talking about the past. So this was written before the coming of Muhammad, and he's talking about something that already happened in the past, that cannot talk about Muhammad.
He's talking about the past and he's talking about the present. I mean, he's talking about the present, he's talking about the future. Mount Paran and the 10,000.
Okay, he said the Lord came, that's past, from Sinai, and appeared to them from Seir. He shone, that is past, all the time he's using the past tense. He shone on them from Mount Paran, and came with 10,000 angels with lightning from his right hand for them. So he's using the past tense all the time.
The past tense is Sire, because Sire he's referring to Moses. He's now spoken about the past tense.
So he's shown.
You can't say he's speaking about the past tense again when he's referring to Mount Paran. He's talking about the future.
Okay, but let's talk about Mount Paran. He shone on them from Mount Paran and came with 10,000 holy ones.
Yeah, that's a
but that's talking about something that already happened.
Prophesizing.
Well, that's not what it says here. It says that the Lord, he's using the past tense all the time. The Lord came, the Lord shone, the Lord came again, came with 10,000 holy ones.
Brother asked a question, who was the sire? Who was the Lord came from the Sinai, which is Moses, and dawned from Sire, asking when did that happen, Sire? Because they say it was Jesus. But at the time of Moses, Jesus wasn't there.
But again,
talk about the past
the
future.
But again, he's claiming that this is a prophecy about Muhammad.
About the sire. Who is the sire?
No, but again, he's claiming. I answer whatever I have to answer. You don't come, interrupt, and change the topic because it's saying. No. Wait a moment.
Jesus. And he's talking about the past as well.
So he's talking about the future.
Jesus is the future.
So he spoke about the future.
You can't have the cake and eat it.
No. So he shone on them from Mount Paran.
I will back up again. George is George Scott. George is George Scott.
In what way? Verbally?
Philosophically, historically, George did that in one moment.
It's a free country. You can do it.
Right, let me do this for 2 minutes. Stand back and take what you think afterwards. I don't know if you like. Okay, you Christian.
So if you want to start a new conversation, then I should finish with him first.
Let's just finish and then you can come in. Yeah?
But he doesn't even listen, does he?
Well,
But listen, I can actually argue his point better than me, but he doesn't listen. Do you know what? There's arrogance. And arrogance comes
Are you
with lack
calling
of
him
arrogance.
arrogant or?
But you said you speak to him. So
Listen to what?
I left you to speak.
I don't have I have more problems with you than with him.
I mentioned what Islam's superiority is superior to Christianity. And I said, point.
And you want me to listen in?
I'm happy to talk about which religion is better, but that's another topic.
I need to go, Steve. So.
Which
You
religion
can
is
go,
better?
you know, but
We're not even talking about that. Sorry.
Only religion of
Let's just make that point
only religion of Yeshua is better.
Let's just make that.
No other
make that
religion.
point about God always speaks in present, past, and future. So you can't pick and choose when you feel like it. And also in that refers to the past and the future.
With all due respect, I think with who you are picking and choosing when is something that already passed and when is something that will happen in the future as a prophecy, when the same verse is using the same past tense applied to Mount Sinai and Mount Paran. I understand.
This is Isaiah 9:6, and they say it's talking about Jesus. To us, child is born. To us, the son is given. past, isn't it? Given his past. Isaiah is talking. But what they say? They're talking about Jesus, which happened nearly 800 years after Isaiah. But they use this past tense as per the future prophecy.
Well,
Yeah?
you construct
The
it.
Son is given,
You
and the
construct it.
government will be upon
Now
his
use
shoulder.
Hebrew, construct Hebrew, and you yourselves,
Tell me,
since
this is the past tense.
no,
but you say it's about
with
Jesus.
all
Isaiah
with
9.
all due respect, you might be an intelligent person, but right now what you're doing is just torpedoing the conversation. Okay, with all due respect, but
Brother, this is the
I
past
respect
tense.
you.
Who is this about? Why is used
But-
past tense for future prophecy? They say it's about
you are placing different standards.
But they say this is the future. So why double standard?
Listen to me. He's claiming that Deuteronomy is prophesying about Muhammad. Then you prove it. You are changing. You are deflecting the topic from proving Muhammad to proving another thing. Prove Muhammad.
You say
Prove
when he's
Muhammad.
talking about
Prove
past,
Muhammad.
it's actually future.
Who's speaking here? In that verse, who's speaking? Who's speaking?
I'm only saying that Isaiah 9:6 is talking about the past. Isaiah is saying it's given. But they say it's about Jesus, and God can talk
Okay.
about past, but it's the future. So same thing with Deuteronomy 33:2 is talking about the Paran. It's talking about the past, but why can't that be future as well? Because he said that's the past, has to be past. Then Isaiah 9:6 has to be past.
Okay, but then you construct your case. Use Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 to say that one part is referring to the past, another part is referring to the future, when the whole verse is using the past tense. You make the case, because you are the ones who want to prove Muhammad from this text. So it is your responsibility.
What we're saying, when God talks, in God, past, present, and future is right in front of him. So he talks that he's already given. He's already done that. From his part, he's already sent Moses. He already sent Jesus, and he's already sent Moses. From his part, he's already decided.
I think this is not talking about-
This is his decision that he already done that. So this is even the past, even the future, but he's already decided it.
Wait a moment. So this is what Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 says.
I would actually use Deuteronomy 18:18.
He said, the Lord came, past tense, already came from Sinai and appeared to them from Seir. He shone, already happened, on them from Mount Paran, and came with 10,000 holy ones, with lightning from his right hand for them. So he's using the same past tense all the time. It is your responsibility to say when past tense is already done, and the same past tense is referring to the future.
And I'm doing that. That's whenever you want to understand what the author is trying to say, you need to understand how author speaks, how author conveys message. Same thing when we go to Isaiah 9:6 is talking about the past. But you say this is a prophecy about Jesus. He's going to come because
If you think I'm going to let you go to Isaiah to prove
Yes,
Jesus,
yeah.
and you are not going to
No,
respond
because
his claim, because
he's
that
not
was
letting me
my...
speak. Why is not letting me speak? Think about it.
Because you are just deflecting.
Why I'm just saying why?
Because you offer
Why are you
nothing.
interrupting when I'm speaking? Why? I didn't interrupt.
Make
when
your
you-
case,
Okay.
but
I am making my case.
Can I say something and I will let you
I'm
talk?
trying to make my case.
You are just talking mambo jumbo and yada yada. Why? Because you are saying that this verse, according to you,
This guy likes the sound of his voice. I think he got my message, but he doesn't want me to say, so people will understand.
because you are
He's just
offering
interrupting
nothing.
it.
You are saying that
I
because
am.
God
I
sees
am
the
telling
past, the
you,
present,
you're-
and the future
Okay.
as one thing, then
So
you can
you-
interpret whatever
let's
you
say-
want when he
let's
uses
say for
past
the-
tense.
let's say for the sake
This
of-
is history. He's
Can I
saying
speak?
he came.
Hello, mumble jumble. Can I speak now? Okay. Look, you says, let's say for the sake of argument, Deuteronomy 33:2 is past. Now Isaiah 9:6 has to be past as well, because God is speaking in the past. Do not ever claim that Isaiah 9:6 talking about Jesus, because even the Jews, the rabbis, they say this is not talking about Jesus. It's talking about King Hezekiah, who was already born in the time of Isaiah. So do not ever say that to us a child is born, Isaiah saying 800 years before Jesus. To us a son is given, and the government will be upon his shoulder, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. So you say this is Jesus, but he says he's already given, he's already born. So do not ever claim past into the future because you say that. Let's say Deuteronomy 33:2 is not talking about Muhammad. So this is not talking about Jesus. Do you get that? Do you get that?
Sir, have you made your case?
I did.
Yeah. Do you know what you are doing? Instead of proving Muhammad from Deuteronomy 33, verse 2, because you can't prove his case, you are now going to Isaiah. I'm happy to talk about Isaiah, but my condition is admit you have no way to prove that Muhammad is prophesied here. You do that, and I will go to Isaiah 9:6. But first, you have to prove here that this is about Muhammad, because you don't have what is required to defend his case. You have come to a conversation just to save him from something he claimed, but he can prove.
Can I?
I've been shorter than
Can I
you.
speak? Okay. He said, you have to admit that this is not Muhammad. Didn't you all hear what I said? Let's admit this is not Muhammad. Didn't you hear what I said? Because he was not listening. He was thinking of the question. I did say, let's say this is not about Muhammad. Then Isaiah 9:6 is not about Jesus. I did admit. So why are you saying something?
Okay, then
which I
he's
already know- which I
okay.
already know?
That's great. He's admitting that this is not about Muhammad.
No, I
That's
say-
what your conversation.
Are you admitting that Isaiah 9:6 is not about Jesus? Are you?
Philosophy, your idea, he's applying it to you with another.
Are you also
I'm
admitting
happy
it?
to talk about that,
Okay, go, yeah,
but
please.
he has to admit that
Why are
your
we-
claim, there's no way to defend your claim.
No, I would
So-
defend 18:18. Deuteronomy 18:18 is my case. Deuteronomy
Deuteronomy
18:18
is your case.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
That's
his
my-
case,
you're saying that-
he's the one who has used
You're saying that-
Deuteronomy 33 verse 2
That's his
to
argument,
say
and
that this is
and I back
Muhammad.
your argument because he has double standard. If he admit Isaiah 9:6 is not about Jesus, then say okay, dude, that's
it's
not.
the same.
But if he said that is about Jesus, then that also apply for future prophecy as well. And then that's Muhammad. And I agree with you. 33:2 is talking about 10,000 saints.
I can talk-
They went to Makkah and he said angels.
Angels,
No,
yes.
They say most of the translation says it's saints or the holy ones. The holy ones, yeah. The holy ones can be human beings as well. The children of Israel were holy ones. The holy nation, children of Israel, is called holy nation. So they can apply on
With lightning,
on human beings.
with
as well.
lightning,
Huh?
with lightning,
Lightning?
with lightning, lightning.
No. You say holy ones. Why you use the word
But the
angels?
verse, but the verse says also with lightning from his right hand for them.
Lightning, yeah. The Quran.
Okay, well, prove it.
Quran is
Prove
the
it
word
that
of God.
happened. That in Mecca,
Quran-
God appeared with Moses, 10,000
Quran-
people with lightning from his right hand.
Okay, let's read the
That's your
translation.
claim.
Let's read the
That's your
translation.
claim. And the only thing you are
Listen,
offering me
listen.
is that Isaiah 9:6 doesn't support my case.
Go on. Support it. Tell me that
It is you.
No.
He has used Deuteronomy 33 verse
Why
2
are you
to
stuck on that?
support.
I say let's say for the sake of argument
have
that's
a-
not about Muhammad. Now
Then
you,
that's all.
Now you
Then that's all.
Now you prove that Jesus, this is Isaiah 9:6 is about
We have
Jesus.
an,
Go on. Now.
we have
Go on now.
historically we have an event proven that something like that took place. There was a war that took place.
10,000.
That he marched over with 10,000.
10,000 holy.
With lightning?
So you asked about
With lightning?
you asked about
Quran
being-
is considered.
you asked
Yeah, with lightning. So God appeared with lightning from his right hand.
What lightning is talking about?
Show me where in the Quran says that
Where's the lightning?
God appeared in Mecca and people could see him because they saw lightning bolts from his right hand.
Where is the lightning bolt?
In Deuteronomy 33 verse 2.
Flaming fire at his right hand. Where's the lightning? Why is changing flaming fire into lightning? Why? Then you're going to say a hurricane and tornadoes. What are you talking about? You see, there was Christians too. They just
Pure from his right hand.
Not all Christians, deceptive ones. Why is there lightning? Where is the fire? Flaming fire. The Quran is the word of God.
What?
The word of God. Don't you believe when to
Let's say fire. Let's say fire.
Okay.
Let's say fire.
Well,
Prove me. Fire.
This is just this talk. What do you call it? It's not paraphrase. It's just like what's the word I'm looking for? When you say something, but you try to convey the message. Playing by like
Metaphor?
The word of God. Metaphor.
Yeah.
A metaphor is used. It's not. He's really holding flaming fire. It's not that. It's not holding. It's not literal.
I'm not going to take every
Okay, then 10,000 holy saints
He's holding
is a metaphor too.
He has a Quran with him. He has 10,000 companions with him, taking and Paran. Paran, which is in Arabia. He fits so much with him. But let's say we say it's not him. Then use the same, apply the same on Isaiah 9:6. Never, ever claim Isaiah 9:6 is about Jesus, because Isaiah is talking about the past. He's given, he's born, and he will be this, and he will be that. And rabbis are saying that. He's talking about King Hezekiah. who was one of the greatest kings of Israel ever seen. So he's talking about King Hezekiah, who was very close to God. He prayed, and the angel of the Lord came and killed 170,000 people who came to destroy Jerusalem or Israel. So Hezekiah, they say, it's talking about King Hezekiah, who was already born in the time of Isaiah.
But if you
So now
think that I'm going to let you go to another topic and you are not going to answer for Deuteronomy 33 verse 2,
I gave you the reasons why I believe. That's
but the more we talk about 33
I'm talking about
verse 2,
Isaiah 9:6. Be consistent and prove that that's Jesus. You can never.
how dare you call me consistent?
By your principle, you
How
can never.
dare you call me consistent when I'm showing you?
Inconsistent.
No,
You're inconsistent.
I'm consistent, you are
I
inconsistent.
didn't call you consistent. So why you say I call you consistent?
No, I'm going to let you know why you are not consistent.
Oh.
It's because I'm telling you that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is used in the same past tense
All right.
for events where God appeared to people. God appeared to people. Then you are saying that in the very same verse, the past tense is referring to past, but then in some phrases, that very same past tense is referring to future. That's what you are saying. That's what you are saying. And then you use the word metaphor. You use the word metaphor when I tell you,
You know why he's
when I
talking
tell
about
you, when I
Because
tell
he's
you
scared. He's
to be
scared of-
consistent,
he's
to be
scared
consistent.
He will be exposed in camera that he's inconsistent because he's talking about.
I
the
know
past.
that you can do
Here-
taquilla fried
here,
chicken and you don't care,
Isaiah
but I'm
9:6
telling you
uses
that that's
every
talking
verb.
about a historical
Every
event.
verb.
Now, when I demanded you to show me
I already
where
did.
in the Quranic
I don't even
narrative
know your name.
God
I don't even know
appeared,
your name. I don't know what your name is.
it doesn't matter. I don't want to tell you my name.
Mister who called me mumble jumble. This he.
Did that offend you?
Eh?
Did that
No,
offend
of course
you?
not. I'm laughing. Of course not.
Okay.
Nothing
I
that
said-
offends me. Nothing
okay.
that offends me. Even you
Yeah.
talk.
If that's a problem with you,
If
I can
talk-
promise you not to tell you
called
that
me-
anymore.
You called me mumble jumble, didn't you?
Well, what is
You called-
mumble? I said that you
called-
said mumble
Okay.
jumbo.
You said this. He's talking mumble jumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking.
You want me not to use that phrase? I
You
won't use
can,
that
you
phrase
can, you
anymore.
can.
It's okay.
Doesn't make no difference to me.
But wait.
I have a very thick skin. I come to speakers for a long time. I've got a lot of thick skin. You can say whatever. It doesn't harm me or hurt me at all. Absolutely not. You see, I will smile. I will not get angry with you. And that's what I'm saying. You are not consistent. If you say past tense can only be applied on past, then Isaiah 9:6 start with the past tense. He is born. He is given. But you say he's talking about Jesus. So you cannot apply the principle. This past
I
tense
told
means
you.
future,
I told
and that
you.
past tense means
One
past.
case
Yes,
is
sir.
for Isaiah. Sorry, so just a moment. One case is for Isaiah 9:6, which, by the way, you should prove that he's talking about mighty God. Is Hezekiah mighty God? That's silly.
Past
To be
tense.
honest, that's
Can't be
silly.
Jesus, no, because
But
I-
I know
It can't be
the
Jesus
past tense
wasn't
of
born.
Isaiah 9:6. But it's just to let you know, they are claiming that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is talking about Muhammad. But Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is prior to the coming of Muhammad and is talking about the past. He's using the past tense. So you have to prove
We
when,
already admit that.
because you are not proving
I
it.
already
but
admitted.
he just told
No.
you.
Say that's past. It's not about Muhammad. I've said it many times.
Let me ask you
But I
something.
said
It's
then-
not about Muhammad. Good, then I won.
No, but I say 18 is. But that's not my argument. That was his argument. But I'm saying.
Then I'm talking
but
to
saying-
him.
But I'm saying the past.
You are making his argument, your argument not
That's what you asked.
convenient.
That's
What I'm
You
saying
asked.
is you're taking it because you've interpreted it that way. The language is speaking to you in that way that he's speaking about the past. So he just gave you another example where the language, when we read it, it's as if he's speaking about the past, but he's not. So there's a
What
contradiction
to us
here,
this
isn't
child
there?
is born.
Why
To us
do you not
son
take
is
that?
given.
Why do you not take?
It's a past tense.
Why do you not take that text as the past? When we read it, it sounds like he's talking about the past.
Yes.
So there must be some problem with your interpretation, maybe, of when God is speaking about the past or not.
Yes,
God-
yes, I'm telling you,
God
yes.
does not speak-
I'm aware of the past tense in Isaiah 9:6. I'm aware of that, but he's trying to escape that. So because your topic, what's your topic about Muhammad in Deuteronomy?
Yeah, but what we're trying to say is the language is the same in a sense, where both of them, if we were to read it in that way, interpret that way, it's speaking about the past.
Yeah.
So why he's trying to set that standard where if that's the language and that's the interpretation that we're going to take, that's the same interpretation you should take to that verse as well. That's what
Imagine, best case
Maybe there's
scenario.
something-
Best case scenario. We can change past tense in half of the verse to a prophecy. To a prophecy. That's what you are saying. That's what you are saying. That it can be the future. When he's talking about Param, He's talking about the future.
No, because we know that God knows the past, present, and future.
Because God sees the future already. For
Yes.
Him is already done.
So this is the past.
That people is going to, whoever going to come 10,000, it's already happened. Even we in the Quran, it tells us the people burning in the hell, and people will be say this in the hell, and not will, but even the past tense as well. Remember that Jesus said, or Allah said to Jesus, did you tell them to worship me and my mother? Allah talks about the hereafter. And remember, when Allah said to Jesus, so these kind of things, Allah, God, we say everything is in front of Him. So when He prophesying Moses, Jesus, and I have given those 10,000 come with the flaming fire. That means it's already done.
Your understanding of the past, present, and future is not the same understanding as when God looks at the past, present, and the future.
Yeah, but I get that God is outside time. But Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is talking about God coming, entering into creation, because He says He came, which is even against your theology. Do you believe that God can enter creation? Because He's saying God came.
God person come is God coming. When the God say He come, I mean His messenger is coming. When the messenger comes, that's God coming.
So He said, the Lord came from Sinai and appeared to them from Seir. He shone, that's talking about something visible. He appeared to them, He shone on them from Mount Paran and came with 10,000 holy ones.
God's messenger comes, that's like God coming. No, God has to come. Whoever is God is behind that person. What's the word I'm looking for? Sometimes my language goes bad. The one who's Khalifa, the vicegerent of God, the one who's God picked, is like God coming. That's why it's a metaphorical language, it's not a literal language. And also, I was going to say, in the translation, I said the child is given, child is born. That's also a lie. Child was born. In Isaiah 9:6, clearly says child was born. Yulad. The word yulad used 17 times in the Old Testament. Every single time it says was born, not is born.
Just add to that. Keep saying past tense. In ancient Hebrew, there is no tense.
But he's the one who started with the past tense.
No, but what I'm saying is tense, when you translate to the English, is determined by the context. Right? So in prophecy, when prophets give prophecy, they usually use a perfect tense to describe future events that will happen, to explain certain things.
Can you back that up?
Yeah, it's called the katal form. Yalad is the katal form.
I know. Why should I believe what you're saying?
Fine.
Can you back that up?
Yes, I can.
That the past tense doesn't mean past tense. Can you just say?
I'm saying there is no past tense. You can Google it. There's no past tense in Hebrew.
But he's the one who's saying the past tense.
Yeah, what I'm saying is...
brother, can you hear him?
No, you're twisting my words.
No, I'm
saying
not.
you
He
understand...
said there's no past tense.
No, I'm saying...
I studied Hebrew as well.
You didn't say there's no past tense.
I'm saying there's no written way of expressing past tense beyond context. We can't... For instance, when you say give, you add the en, right, to symbolize past. Right? In Hebrew, you give context, not just a single word. Does that make sense? Right? So you can't get from a single word the tense. You have to get from the entire context what the tense
is. 33:2. It says, He said the Lord came from Sinai.
Yeah. Again.
So what do you understand of it? Is it past or future?
Past, because of the context. That's what I'm saying.
Right, okay, fine.
You can't use
okay, fine.
to understand
now go to Isaiah 9:6. Now go to Isaiah 9:6. That's okay. No worries. That's past. I agree already. Let's say that's past. Now go Isaiah 9:6. What was? Child was born. What is it? Child was born.
Keep reading who.
I read one verse and you say that's past.
Yeah.
But here I have to keep reading.
But I qualified that by saying it's past because of context. Now, when you read this, you have to understand from context.
Okay.
Why did the translator translate as a past?
What was child was born?
Yeah.
It was the son is given.
Yeah.
And the government will be upon his shoulder. Meaning, Isaiah, in the time of Isaiah, do you know King Hezekiah was in the time of Isaiah?
I'm
in the time of Isaiah. So he said the child is already born. Yeah, the son is already given. And then it's talking about the future. Then his government will be upon his shoulder, and his name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Yeah?
Right.
And we know
Yeah.
that the
Mighty
kings,
God has never been given to any man.
kings were given names like God.
No, not El
My
Gibor.
El Gibor,
El
show me El Gibor
has
because
never been used to attribute to any human being.
in the next chapter, Isaiah 10, El Gibor is given to Yahweh.
And, that's
And
the
in
only
Jeremiah
time in the
it's
Bible.
also given to Yahweh.
There
And by the
there were people
way,
given name the Yahweh is with us.
by the way,
There
Not
were
El
people.
Gabor is what he's saying.
No. The Yahweh is a greater name or Al Gabor is a greater name?
again,
Yahweh is the greater
Why are
name.
you getting a hierarchy? They did symbolize.
Why not? That someone can be called Yahweh but cannot be called Al Gabor?
You cannot have multiple names to describe different things that you do, or
So the human being can be called Yahweh, but it cannot be called Al Gabor. Where did that principle come from?
wait, you can't have multiple names. Is that what you're saying?
well, if you use the Bible and the Bible is not
that's what I'm
using El
saying.
Gibor to another
Kings have
person,
given titles, but
Yeah.
the king wasn't just called by their title, right? You've just admitted
The
that.
kings are given all Your Majesty. We
Right.
call kings and
Right,
queens
but
Your
the
Majesty.
King, the king has
they,
another
they, are
name,
the,
right?
they are the titles. Yes, they are.
Right, so you can have multiple names and titles.
Yeah, no. He was Hezekiah. He's talking about he will be called all these things. He will be like Almighty.
So you said why is someone called Yahweh but they can't be called something else?
Yeah, but you are the one who's saying nobody else can be called.
Yeah, El Gabor has never been given
No,
to
but
anyone
that's
else.
why you're saying that. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, El Gabor has never been given.
No, but what he said, obviously it is. Obviously it is given.
But
to
that's a
Hezekiah.
presupposition you're taking into the text.
I'm just saying that if Yahweh can be given to human beings, then Yahweh is with us. There are names I can't show right now, but I can show you there are the human beings
But
are
they
given the
always follow
Yahweh is
the-
with us.
you mean
and
that they have the Yah clause referring to Yahweh, normal names like Jonah.
No, their names. Their name is like the name of God is a human being in the Hebrew.
Yeah.
I'll show you. So you are the one who's saying that because you want to prove that it has to be Jesus. So you want to say no, Al Gabor cannot be given to anyone.
Wait a
else.
moment.
So anyway, I just show you. He said, and no, I'm not saying that. It's the Hebrew rabbis are saying that. If you listen to
Modern Hebrew rabbi.
Rabbi Tobias Singer, yeah, he knows Hebrew much more than them. You see, he said in this verse, he said multiple times every single word is used the past tense. Every single word.
But it's also
And
true.
he's saying that he is the king Hezekiah.
This is
It's
Old
nothing to do with
Testament.
Jesus.
Let me show you. This is another translation of Isaiah 9 verse 6. For a child will be born for us. That's future.
That's a lie.
No.
Hebrew word.
No.
Hebrew word.
No.
We
That's
talk about Hebrew.
Isaiah
We
9
talk about
6.
Hebrew, isn't it?
For a child will be born.
Do you
That's
agree with
future.
him? Do you agree
That's
with him?
supporting your
Do you agree
case.
with him? Hang on a minute.
So
That's a lie.
it's not that. No.
Huh?
So
No,
cameras.
We're going to go direct Hebrew. We're going to go direct Hebrew. Don't celebrate
No.
right
Now you teach
We're
us
gonna go
Hebrew,
direct
please.
Hebrew. Look, this is a Hebrew here. Sorry, Isaiah 9:6.
So you're saying it's not saying was, it says will.
Yeah.
So you're
So look, for a child will be born.
Hang on. Isaiah 9:6 and the word
Holman
used is
Standard Translation.
Yulad. Every single time if you go Yulad is used 17 times.
That's not
Look,
what's-
hang on. Look, one second, I'm speaking right now. Calm down. Genesis 4:26. What it says?
Can I say
Was
just something
born.
else and then you just speak? Sorry.
Look, Genesis 10:21. Children were born. Genesis 10:25. Were born.
No, please.
Genesis 35:26.
It's good to have you.
Were born. Every single time Yulad is used is past tense. Look, watch. Look at the corruption here of these people who try to fool
You-
people. Look. Only Isaiah 9:6 says will be. Every single Yulad is born. What is that telling you? And he says will be born.
Just for the
Why
cameras,
one word?
Holman Christian Standard Bible.
Case closed.
For a
People-
child will be born.
These people
He
are deceiving you.
is
17
interrupting.
times the word Yulad used.
Sorry.
Every single
My
time.
friend,
past tense,
can you come and
only
read
Isaiah-
if this is
Why only
Isaiah 9:6 is referring to the future? A child will be born. Is future tense? Is it future tense?
will be born for us.
Exactly.
Given to us. Past tense.
Yes.
Why Isaiah 9:6 is
So why
only
is there
will
other
be?
interpretation?
Think about it.
And that's the last thing I just want to say, and then he can talk.
you're saying-
So you have
You
said,
lied. The
wait a
word-
moment.
you lied. You just lied.
No.
You just lied.
I'm
So he's denying that-
Is this for a child will be born? Look, read here. My screen. My screen. For a child will be born. For a child will be born.
Hebrew. Hebrew. What's the
But
word?
you don't know Hebrew, and I studied Hebrew.
Interliner. I don't have to be Hebrew scholar to see interliner what the scholars are saying.
So,
What's the word there?
and also,
What's the
let
word
me
in
show
Hebrew?
you.
What's the
As
word?
he said,
Original language says.
I know that is trembling. I know that. I know. I smell fear. So he said,
That is a past. I show you. Every single time is a past tense. Only Isaiah 9:6 future tense. Why? Think about it. 17 times the same word used. Because
But-
this is a corruption.
let me make the case more clear, and then my friend will speak. Sorry. For a child will be born for us, a son will be given to us, and the government will be on his shoulders. He will be named Wonderful Counselor. Wait a moment, don't be afraid. Read. This is the text we are
They are
using.
dumb and blind. They will not.
The government will be on his shoulder. He will be named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. Wait a moment. Prince of Peace. The dominion will be vast, and its prosperity will never end. He reigned on the throne of David and over his kingdom to establish from now and forever. His kingdom will never end. So that cannot happen about Hezekiah, because his kingdom finished, came to an end.
What link did you get that from?
Sorry?
What link is that from?
That's Isaiah 9:6 verses 9.
What website?
Sorry.
What website is this? What is
Sorry,
this?
what translation?
Holman Christian Standard Bible. It's not the only one, but this is a well-known Bible.
But a few minutes ago, you accepted that it was, and maybe so you think the same person.
I didn't accept.
It made you.
No. If he didn't make me, who is the one who escaped the situation? He tried to save you from the situation you put yourself when you claim that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is about Muhammad.
So you believe that God always speaks about the past?
No, he speaks about the future sometimes. Many times he speaks about the future.
But do you not believe in the divine decree of God, where He can speak about the past, in a sense, where He already knows the future?
Let's recapitulate. You came saying that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is a prophecy about Muhammad. I told you that prophecy, that verse speaks about the past and speaks about the context of God coming, appearing, coming, shining.
So you don't believe in that interpretation? He said you believe in that one.
He didn't provide anything. Sorry, what's the interpretation?
You don't believe in that interpretation, that translation that He gave. You believe in that translation that you read out.
Are you referring to Isaiah 9 verse 6?
Yeah, it was.
No, I don't agree. But I know you are an honest man. You try to be honest. But he tried to use the past tense in some translations to say that probably it doesn't even prove Jesus or anything.
Talking about prophecies. So he was sticking to topic. He was sticking to topic.
But that's the point. In prophecies, you can use past tense to talk about a future event in ancient Hebrew. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So that's what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is, some translators choose to translate word for word, so they'll put was, but they expect you to understand that when they use it in the past tense in English, they expect you to understand that it's an imperfect tense in the Hebrew, right? It speaks nothing of when the thing is happening in chronological order. All it's talking about is that it is complete and it will be certain. From context, from everything else around it, we need to understand, is this going to happen in the future? So we look at other parts of the text. Okay, Isaiah then goes on and gives attributes to this person, right? He says, Wonderful Counselor, Prince of Peace, Mighty God. Again, like he said, there's no precedent in the entire Bible where El Gabor, Mighty God, is given to a human being, right? So in order to make the argument, it can be given to humans. You need to have at least precedent, right? Anywhere in the Bible. But in the 3 times that it's used, it's always directly used of Yahweh. Right? So at least that's one thing that Isaiah is attributing to this child who will be born, godship, right? So that's what I'm saying. Then you have his kingdom will never come to an end, right? So then Hezekiah's kingdom did come to an end. But who's this child that will be given all these things and whose kingdom will not come to an end? So this is why the translators then chose, we understand that Isaiah in his time is talking about futures. Because we know for a fact Hezekiah would never be given this name. Even Hezekiah would deny this name. Right? If someone ever called him that, he would be weeping in dust and ashes.
You're talking about that particular verse. You're talking about like multiple verses.
I'm talking about multiple verses.
Speaking of, like, so it sounds like he's speaking about the past, but he's actually speaking about the future.
Yes, it's done in prophecy all the time in ancient Hebrew.
So that's the whole point where we started the argument, where he
Yes.
says he's speaking about the past.
Yes.
No, but I'm saying you have to understand from context. And he was trying to demonstrate the context that showed
But he
that
didn't
this
demonstrate
meant
the
the past.
He didn't demonstrate.
I did. That's why he escaped the situation, because when I shown him that when you read not just verse 6 but verse 7 says that his kingdom will have no end, that he understood that that wasn't about Hezekiah, because that's a king forever. But Israel, you don't find a king right now, so it must be another type of king, another type of kingship, a future king. So the context says that. I don't deny that when you read the Bible, sometimes prophecy, as he said, is true, because in Numbers and also in Genesis, sometimes speaks about the past using past tense, but is referring to a future prophecy. As if, for example, when he talks about Canaan and all that, he's talking about past tense, but he's talking about the future tribes and all that. I know, but he wanted to use that to prove that in the same way Isaiah 9:6 can talk about the future using past tense, then therefore Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 may talk about the future even though we see it written in past tense. But Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 is talking about God did something in the past, he appeared, which even betrays the theology of Islam, because he's talking about a God that entered creation. Isaiah 9:6 is talking about a context in which a king will come, because his kingdom will have no end. So even the dispute about past tense or future doesn't make any sense, because the proof is that this kind of king is of a different nature. That's my point. I never supported his case. But I know that it's true that we may see some translations past tense, but it's referring to the future. For the reason he said, it is the context, because in Hebrew, and I studied Hebrew 3 years, you don't have like in English, the clause will or the endings ed to see past and future. You don't know. You don't know. It is the context which gives you that understanding. We can talk next week. What's your name?
Mo.
Mo.
That's me.
That's me.
Manuel.
What's your name?
Manuel.
Manuel.
Obed.
It's nice to meet you guys. Yeah? All the best.
Take care.
Take care.
Thank you. Summary. I debated a Muslim guy. We debated on the prophecies about Muhammad in the Bible, in Deuteronomy. I showed him that according to Deuteronomy 18 verse 15, it cannot be about Muhammad, because a prophet like me means to be a Jew, to have direct contact with God, and to perform public miracles. That's not Muhammad. Then a guy came, interrupted the conversation, and because the other Muslim guy that was a very kind guy, he said that Deuteronomy 33 verse 2 talks about Mount Paran, which is a prophecy in Arabia, but is written in past tense. Then a guy interrupted saying that, oh, Isaiah 9:6 is also in past tense. And then a friend of mine, another guy came saying that past tense can refer to future according to Isaiah. I didn't want him to deflect topic and go to Isaiah without proving Deuteronomy 33 verse 2. But anyway, I've shown him, as my friend told him, that there is no past tense or future tense in Hebrew. It's context which gives you which tense is referring to. And Isaiah 9:6 is referring to the future, because even the Holman Bible translates Isaiah 9:6 as a future event. A child will be born. When I say that, he trembled. He trembled and he left. He didn't have anything to offer. So yes, and besides that, the context of Isaiah 9:6 is about a king whose kingdom will have no end. All Israel kings had an end. Their kingdoms came to an end. Therefore, Isaiah 9:6 and 7 must refer to a king of another nature, of a different category. That's all. Thank you.